They're going play action. Vacates quickly left side. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Back to the air, Murray. Gets it to him on the screen.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Kyler to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the right hash, 55 yards out. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's 2nd and 7. Dump off caught by his back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And they fake it on 4th and 1. Prescott. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
If they need a new emergency quarterback, Kate, I think they found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, and that was the perfect moment to dial it up.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Michael Parsons making that play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow.
Let's end this drive with 6, oh.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move, hit it right. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Together, all. Keep it together.
Get some points on the board.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Thrown back, it's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. First throw for the backup now. Throw complete to Lamb. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun. It's Murray. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I can hear it now, Kate, before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. But I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game are the best athletes. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards, well, I'll make my case and I'll stand on that opinion.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here we go. 2nd and very long. Pacheco hauls it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Easy. Yellow.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
Good calls, offense. All right.
Block here. We do them, offense.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Do this, Yellow.
Here's Mahomes now. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
You get through here, baby.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And we'll see if they kick or try their luck at another fake pass. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it's going to be second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now give left side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They go play action here. He rolls to his right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of the defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, until they finish this series off.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Pacheco. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now within 1 score in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Right up the gut. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. To throw, Milton. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And in for the Dallas touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Searching. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. throw it. That one's cut on one sideline. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky line, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Shine, offense. Attack, attack. That's it. Keep it fresh.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
The give here on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road.